Ladies and gentlemen, Cliff is here. Cliff is a music producer and a musician. We had to put some tape over his brand so it's not appear, but otherwise, I think you look apart like a real musician.
Thank you for having me.
How did you start doing your music?
Well, I've always been musically inclined. You feel me? I've been playing drums since I was 3, and ever since I got the outlet one day through a group of friends to be able to record, and that was my outlet to be able to get a lot of my emotions out. And eventually, one day, something happened within the mix of a group because I joined a group called NFS, which was Nominated for Success, and through that group. Every group has its own downfalls. So with that group, I was able to realize I was in the background for a little while, and I wanted to step into the front lines. And through that, I was granted an opportunity through a label called Bentley Records to.
How do you get to approach them? Do they approach you? Like how those deals come up?
To be honest, I approached them. Initially, I had approached them on the situation. I approached them. You feel me?
So you approach a lot of. You try hit the ball in many. In hopes that something sticks. Or
I actually did.
Specifically research them and just I want specifically that one.
No, I didn't. It wasn't specific for that one. It was just through numbers. I actually had a manager who I don't have anymore.
What do you think makes them to pick you? A lot of people.
No, they actually do receive a lot of applications. They go through a lot of artists, but the thing was, they had reached back out to me and they said, "Listen, we've reviewed your music. We've actually been watching your Instagram and such for a while." And from there, they said, "Listen, we have a distribution deal for you." Yes, correct.
Numbers. Okay.
Correct. It wasn't that hard.
How often do you publish on Instagram?
On Instagram, I publish probably once a day. Just to keep the audience.
Timing.
I make sure everything is on time and on point. I don't post just randomly throughout the day. I make sure I wait till when my audience is most online to post. Yeah.
Not before, like in the morning, at night.
I could post in the morning, but most people generally are doing something at work, whatever the case may be. So generally, they don't have time to go check their social media.
Is there a difference when you're posting for the audience who care for the music versus the general audience?
No, there's really no difference for me because generally anything I post is centered around my music career. So I won't really post anything pertaining to my personal life. It's rare.
No, I'm just saying that, let's say musicians tend to stay late, right?
Yeah.
So you might consider posting late when they have time.
Yeah.
Versus someone who is a business person who get up like me early.
Of course. There's times like that. You feel me? An artist's life is usually nightlife. You feel me? So usually a majority of people are not in tune with that. But for those who are, and which is majority of my Instagram followers, they're in tune.
Okay. Sorry. It's okay. Let's okay, we'll cut that out.
Okay.
Let's see what other questions we have for you. How do we make money in the music business?
Okay, so the money aspect, it takes a little while for that to get off the surface, but with the money, you have to.
It every day.
You have to invest in yourself. With this music industry, you gotta invest in yourself before. It takes as long as you have to. Honestly, there's no set time limit on that. It's based on how.
So what if you do it for a week, for months, for a year? Nothing happens. You stop.
Well, no, it's not a matter of.
At what point you make a decision? It's
to give up. Well, it depends on your drive.
Do something else.
Yeah, it depends on your drive, though. I feel like your plan B, C, and D should be to make your plan A work. So that's how I move. That's how I did that to monetize what I do.
Whether it makes money or not, you still like it.
As long I believe there's no such thing as work when you do what you love. So that's what I did, and that took me a little while.
Fine, but if not,
of course, you still got to keep going into it. Of course, I monetize my craft through networking. That's how it worked for me. Like I have a 50 city tour coming up, and that's how I was able to network and get my name out there to be able to monetize what I do.
Well, hopefully today you meet a few folks on my production. I have quite a few musicians out there. As
Okay,
you've seen.
hopefully. I look forward to it.
Maybe once this airs out, we might have some more attention for you.
I look forward
Thank
to
you
it.
for
Thank you
coming.
very much for having me. Oop.
Let's do the elbow hit. The Mr. Great doesn't shake hands.
I understand that 100%, man.
That has that thing about shaking hands. Cut.